Now, let's talk about tonight's guests. The concept for the Whiskey Wagon was born the way many great ideas are over a few whiskey and cokes at a favorite local bar. The owner noticed that every party bus looked and felt the same, and they knew they could create something completely different. After spending 2 months searching all over Michigan and Ohio, they finally found the perfect school bus and spent the next 9 months transforming that old yellow bus into a one-of-a-kind experience. Drawing on their backgrounds as woodworkers and bourbon lovers, they built something truly special, incorporating reclaimed Michigan barnwood dating back to the late 1800s to create an atmosphere you simply can't find anywhere else. Today, the Whiskey Wagon isn't just a party bus, it's a rolling piece of craftsmanship featuring custom memory foam seating, LED lighting, a state-of-the-art sound system, and even a fully functional bathroom on board. Their mission has always been simple: provide amazing customer service, competitive pricing, create unforgettable memories for every guest who steps aboard. Please join us in giving a warm, built local welcome to the team behind one of Michigan's most unique party experiences, the Whiskey Wagon. Welcome,
Hi,
Mike. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah,
Really
our
appreciate
pleasure.
this.
Our pleasure. Thanks for joining us. Pretty unique stuff you guys got over there. We checked out the page.
Bus looks awesome.
Yeah, Murray's a whiskey aficionado. He's like, when can we get that, James?
Yeah,
Right.
We're in good
We
company
got to talk
here.
after the show here, Mike.
That's right.
But now, welcome. Tell us a little bit about how the idea first came about.
Yeah, so, like any good story, started with a couple iced teas at a local pub. And the creative juices just kind of started from there. We had a couple friends that had just come off a bachelor party and probably shouldn't have been driving, but they arrived at our location, and I was talking to them like, did you get a bus or why didn't you get a party bus? And they said it was too expensive, they couldn't find one, and it just didn't fit what they needed. So me never even thinking about that industry, I said, well, maybe there's something to this. So I did a little mini market research and realized that everything was the same, the same white polished party bus or the black polished.
Yeah.
There's nothing that was cool that I would want to go on that wasn't what you've already seen. So we said, hey, maybe there's something to this. So just kind of started looking for a bus and led us to some really weird places in Michigan.
Yeah. You did some great stuff inside that bus, just looking on the website, like a lot of wood and...
I love the barrel, the oak barrel. And
So that's an actual Jack Daniel's barrel from the factory.
Is
So
it really?
they used it for their whiskey. So if you open it up, it actually smells. You can still smell
No
that
kidding, that
little bit
oak
of like
cask.
the chark. Yeah, it's charcoal, so you touch it and it gets all over your hands, but it's cool.
So cool.
Was that a big job to convert that bus? I think it was.
Yeah. So like I'd never done this before, so I said, all right, well, I like anything that's creative like that. I used to do woodworking, so I said, let's just see what happens. And so just started tearing the seats out, and then used my construction and woodworking background to just start building it out.
Nice.
And I got really lucky because there's an MDOT inspection that happens at the end of all this, and I was real close to being a few things that weren't in spec, and I just happened to luck out and build it within the specs. So,
Nice.
But yeah, it was about 7 months from start to finish to get it
Did
to
you
where it is.
video blog that at all?
I didn't.
That would've been cool.
I have pictures.
Okay.
And we always talk about, hey, starting like a, YouTube channel, but it's like it's hard enough as it is.
We know.
Yeah, it's like then I got to, I'm using a hammer and I'm sitting there and it's just a whole thing. But I think we might try it one day.
That's cool.
Fantastic.
How many people can you put on that bus?
So the first one, legally 26. Yeah, it's pretty tight at that number. We try to keep it around 20.
Okay. Yep.
But we've had 26, and I think we had it last weekend, and it gets rocking.
Oh, the stories I bet you have.
Yeah. What happens on the bus stays on the bus.
Is there any video going on the bus? Other than,
No, we've talked about
the driver
that.
needs it for safety, right?
Yeah, safety and blackmail purposes,
Right.
just in case. But no, it's we've seen pretty much everything you can imagine on that bus.
Is there a pole back there?
That's like the number one question we get. No, there's not. I have enough problems as it is without having another pole in there.
Yeah. So where did you end up landing this bus? Where'd you find it?
So it was Toledo, Ohio.
Okay.
We had the weekend before, we had gone to every corner of Michigan. We'd driven down to Monroe, over to Muskegon. The Muskegon one was terrifying. I pulled up in this empty field, and there was like hundreds of metal barrels. Like, we thought maybe there were bodies in, but we never confirmed or denied any of this.
Wow.
The bus ended up being a piece of garbage. It has missing lights, so we wasted our time. But we did find one in Toledo, and that was its own adventure too. But that was the one it fit all the needs. It had AC on it.
That's awesome.
Wheelchair lift too. So
That's great.
That bad boy passes everything but a gas station, right? I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Don't diesel prices. Yeah, we're not get me on those now. Oh man.
It's a Navistar.
Yeah, which again, starting this journey, I knew nothing about buses and motors, and I realized that motor put Navistar out of business. So
Right. Yeah.
Now it's Cummins that we kind of stick to, the 6.7s,
Yeah.
but it's a process of learning, and luckily I had a really cool diesel guy that worked for a school bus a lot before, and he was able to help me a lot with a lot of problems and stuff
Now,
like
do
that.
you
So,
physically drive the bus, Mike?
so I don't.
Okay.
Thank God.
Right.
No, we have a great team of drivers. We have
Okay.
about seven or eight drivers
Oh,
now, and they all work for the school districts.
Wow.
Most
So
of
they
them
know
do.
them.
Well, the thing
wheel
is,
those buses like no problem.
they're
right?
certified for what you
That
need to
long
have.
wheelbase and-
They drive the buses, and they deal with kids, which are the same as drunk
grown
adults.
kids.
So it's great.
grown kids.
It's grown babies. Yeah. So it really works out well.
What do you normally do for what do you the venues that you service or Pine Knob?
Yeah.
Pine Knob,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Downtown, we're probably there more than anywhere
Yeah.
else. So we go to LCA, Ford Field, Comerica, all the big ones. We do tons of weddings. This is our big wedding season right now.
Sure.
Pretty much anything and everything we've done. Anything you can imagine. I mean, we've done school 5th grade graduations.
Wow.
Which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
They were a little worried that the Whiskey Wagon at the elementary school was going to be a little weird, but
I've always wondered what does that bus driver do while we're in the concert? What's going on in that bus?
I
Nobody's looking.
don't know 100% what they do, but generally they're doing, a lot of them have this is their second job, so
Okay.
they're working on stuff for their first job while they're there, or watching Netflix or reading a book, or
Right,
just
right.
trying to kill time,
Yeah.
Sometimes we have a lot, 7-8 hours in between,
Wow.
so it's a
Yeah.
long time to just sit
I
there.
suppose they're not allowed to party.
Yeah, no, it's kind of frowned upon. You'd be surprised how many times they get asked, though, by the
I'll
people.
bet.
Oh, I'm
Hey,
sure.
have a drink.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
that's kind of the reason I'm here,
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Do you have any problems with the police at all? They see that coming? I mean, they're used to it.
Yeah,
There's all
no,
sorts
I
of
mean,
party
honestly,
buses.
yeah, we're all legit, above board, and we try to do it the right way. So they see us now, and they know
Yep.
we're down
Yeah.
there, and I mean,
And
yeah,
you just kept 20 drunks off the road.
that's it. Yeah, until we drop them off and they drive home.
Right.
Well, speaking of elaborating on that, you've met so many different, walks of life, I'm sure, in this business venture. Has there been one specific scenario that stood out from the rest of them, like whether it be a story or an experience?
Yeah,
know.
well, so we have 2 functional buses on the road right now.
Oh, you got 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we actually have 5 altogether, but they're not done yet.
Still working on them.
Yeah. So there was the Luke Bryan show last year, which was a big.
He was just here, I think.
He was here, yesterday. I think,
Yesterday,
this past
yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Well, there was a whole, it was a big concert, and it was the first time both of our buses were going to be at the same place, which I thought would be pretty cool. Like, hey,
Yeah.
we're going to kind of monopolize the place a little bit. So the first bus has a bathroom, and the second bus didn't. So when we got there, they parked next to each other, and it was all good. But then, as people do, as they are drinking, they need to use a bathroom.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
So people from the second bus were trying to use, because there was a bathroom.
Yeah,
The other bus.
right.
But then it was, it kind of turned into a little turf war. Where it's like, no, this is our
This is our
bus.
bus.
Right. Wow.
And I thought, like, hey, we're all the same family. Like, it's gonna be
Right,
fun. We're all gonna have a good time. And so that turned into a little unique situation there. But I mean, it was fine. But I learned a lesson that time is
Sure.
that if you're gonna have 2 buses, they better both have a bathroom on there.
Absolutely.
Makes sense.
So what would you say separates you from the other limo businesses? I mean, sometimes I've rented limos before, and it's
Yeah.
not been a great booking experience.
Yeah.
And there's surprises when
Yeah.
they show up.
Yep.
And, we need,
Yeah.
$900, and we don't take a check.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
you got to just come up with $900 of cash
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So
It's crazy. This was not my world. But we took party buses here and there when I was in my 20s. But so I didn't realize how kind of disgusting this business can be. And there's a lot of companies that are just doing a lot of shady things.
Cutthroat.
A lot of them aren't even like authorized to be driving on the road. They're not authorized by MDOT, and so a lot of horror stories that we hear from other people once they're on our bus because they have such a good experience. And I think it just comes down to, I know it's cliche, but it's like, what do I want if I'm taking a bus?
Sure.
And I come from the background of, under promise, over deliver. And I think that's what we do. Everything's up front. They deal with me from the start, and I explain everything to them. We go above and beyond. We really do. We'll stop at party stores if they need to, or our drivers will, help them to the door if they need to. They'll carry their coolers, and there's no surprises. I mean, there's the price is the price. You can tip the driver whatever you want, but other than that, it's we just really, we're kind of that mom and pop shop that you always are looking for, and it's hard to
book
find
online.
Yeah, so they can do. We're kind of revamping our system, but we're going to have a different kind of online system. But mostly, it's them calling me, talking to me directly, and and then we try to work a plan out and how many hours they want, where they want to go, and all that kind of stuff.
I envision putting a really cool liquor luge on that bus. Somehow. I love it. Liquor luge, designing it.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It comes out the side.
Yeah, there you go.
Just walk up to it.
Oh, absolutely. Do you have a partner, or is it just you?
It's just me. Yeah.
Just you?
Yeah. So there's a lot of us that pitch in. My mom cleans the bus.
Okay.
My wife deals with my stress when I'm stressed out about the bus.
I'm assuming with 5 buses. You have a yard somewhere? Or?
Yeah, so we have a shop right here down the street in Waterford.
Oh,
yeah. So
cool.
that's where the second bus is actually pretty cool. It's a karaoke bus, which
there you go.
It doesn't exist.
That's your deal.
In Aruba, we have a place, the wife and I in Aruba, and we go every March.
Yeah.
We found this place called the Saloon, and we walk in, and we're big kind of karaokeers, and anyway, a really cool, neat place. It was more on the countryside, which I'm not a huge country guy, but whatever. So we got there a little early, me, the wife, and her, and my daughter, and it's set on a board. Come on in and have a drink, have a good time, and grab the microphones, and we'll put whatever song on for you. We ended up staying there for hours, and we had the best time. It was the coolest concept. It was so much fun.
How many times did you sing "Sweet Caroline"?
I did not.
At least 5, for
actually. But by the time we were done, the wife and daughter were just having a riot, and they were up on the bar singing, and it was just a really good experience. So I think you're hitting something, that people really would enjoy.
Well, and this bus again, it was a whole new concept where I actually cut the whole roof off of it. I cut the roof off the bus and build
that'd be cool.
Build a whole brand new canopy, kind of like Nashville style.
Yeah.
Because I used to live in Nashville, and so
I
kind of took some of that concept because we don't have that here.
No.
And so we kept getting requests for people that wanted karaoke, and I thought maybe there's something to this, so we tried it, and
Nice.
Good.
So now it's a whole system on there, or screen.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Awesome.
When did you start this business?
So it's been about 3.5 years now. So I think it was January of 23. So
Okay.
we're approaching up on our 4th year coming up here.
And
So
you're open all year round? So
24/7, 365. Yeah, I mean that's
It's great.
any day of the week. Yeah.
what do you think would be your biggest accomplishment? Just launching this business, I suppose, and refurbing a bus. That's a pretty big step.
Yeah, all of that, it was a lot of work, but I think just seeing, really, and not to be corny, but seeing the joy that people get.
Yeah.
And we're part of weddings and things that are going to be memories for the rest of people's lives.
Yeah.
And to see that kind of, just what that brings to people's lives and the happiness that you see in the pictures that we get and the stories we hear, it's, to me, that's the coolest part, is just being part of someone's big day, that we're always going to be part of it, and pictures.
You're going to be
and
in
videos.
pictures and everything.
We've got some pretty cool pictures too from a lot of. We actually had the Detroit bagpipe. I'm going to screw the name up. They're the police and fire.
Bagpipe.
bands,
Yeah.
We had them on our second bus playing.
Nice. Oh,
I just
wow.
wanted a picture,
Right.
and they all filed on and just fired it up, and I was like, "It's the coolest day ever."
That's fantastic. If someone has never rented a party bus, what would you tell them to look for? Not just in the uniqueness you have in your bus, but what would you tell them as far as a litmus test of making sure they've got a good fit?
Yeah.
And they are through MDOT. How How would you navigate that? How would you tell them?
Yeah, for sure. The first thing you do is just look at public opinion. That's usually your biggest nowadays in social
Reviews.
media.
Google reviews, yeah.
And we get a ton of business that way where somebody on Facebook says, hey, does anybody know of a reputable party bus? And we're now probably the majority of people's responses now, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
But yeah, for sure, one, make sure they got insurance. Make sure they're authorized. You can do that on the state of Michigan website. That's the most important thing, because if a bus is not authorized and you're
Be a
drinking,
short party night.
you're drinking on it, you can technically, anybody with an open container can get a misdemeanor open intox ticket.
Oh, wow.
So imagine booking a bus you think it's legit.
You end up with a
And
ticket.
20 you and 20 of your friends are getting misdemeanors for having
Ouch.
like that. That's a possibility. So
not a good experience.
So for sure that, and then just ask around. Make sure that they deliver what they say. They show up on time, and they're gonna do what you're asking them, which is important, obviously.
What's your website?
Website's www.wskywagon.com. So W Sky Wagon.
Gotcha.
And that's got most of the information people need on there.
And how long do you need for lead time? Are you like
Sometimes
a couple weeks?
couple
or-
hours. I mean,
Oh,
we've
really?
done it before where it was we had an open day and they called. They said, "Hey, last minute," and we shuffle around and we make it work. So
But
yeah,
generally speaking, about a week or 2 weeks?
yeah. I mean, most people are going a month out or so, which
Yeah.
is nice because
Yeah.
that way we can kind of plan, set it up for them without having to rush. Because we have to make sure the bus is clean, fueled up, drivers are available, all the
Yeah.
logistical things.
What's the next level? Another bus?
Yeah, I mean, we got 5 now. I got 2 mini buses that we just bought. So really, I think it's just adding buses, and which
Scaling.
obviously, which every bus has it's another layer of stress too.
Yep.
It's,
Yep. There's a lot of moving parts on them,
Oh, yeah.
and they're expensive.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and doing the work myself,
costs, yeah.
it's just you got to keep the ones you have running while you're trying to
Yeah.
build the new ones out.
Yeah.
So it's a juggling act, but I think that's where we're just going to keep scaling.
Nice.
And we've had a couple people that wanted to invest and kind of franchise it nationwide, but
Start small. And,
yeah, I'm like, we're just trying to figure out Detroit right now. Still, like, let's
Right.
pump the brakes, guys.
Rochester. I live downtown, as I mentioned to you, before the show. They have one of those
Trolleys, yeah.
and they're the only company. They got a nice little deal there.
Yeah,
So-
they run all Christmas
Detroit
season,
has
right?
them too,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're like that's their tip. Like no one else can come in there, and
Yeah.
so obviously they do really well. So, Mike, sometimes we have a little fun. We do a lightning round. So, the lightning round is just a quick A or B. So, I'm going to ask whiskey or bourbon.
Bourbon.
Okay, Mary, what do you got?
Favorite event to host or be part of?
I would say probably Pine Knob.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's
Yeah.
just
It's always fun.
yeah, it's just, you
I'm
know.
going there tonight, actually.
Are you?
I'll be there in 90
you?
minutes.
we'll
yes.
pick you up.
There you go.
Cool.
Favorite Michigan destination for you and the wife?
I know it's cliche. I got a place for Traverse, man. It's just I know everyone goes there.
I love Traverse.
I just love it up there. Like
Yeah.
the little fleet up there,
Yeah.
the little food truck area. That's just cool.
It's hard not to.
We were
Oh,
just in Mackinac Island. It's great too, but
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
But I
Number one song played on the bus.
think you already said it, maybe.
Caroline. Is it Caroline?
The karaoke bus, yeah, Sweet Caroline. Yeah, for sure.
gotta be.
Yeah, it's
All
there.
right. And to wrap it up in one word, how do you hope every customer feels when they get off the Whiskey Wagon?
That it was the best money they've spent in a long time. That
Nice.
they actually feel like they got value out of the dollars that they spend, because money's tight these days.
Yep.
And we appreciate every dollar people give us, and we
Sure.
hope that we can make them feel like they had a great time.
Awesome.
So.
One more time for the website.
Website is www.wskywagon.com. We also are on Facebook, WSKY Wagon, and Instagram, the whiskey.wagon. So you can find us anywhere.
We also do, as I mentioned, a Built Local Blitz where we go and kind of drive around and blitz. So maybe we'll
Right.
call them up. We'll do the blitz the right way, huh?
Let's do it. Yeah, we'll get
All
a cooler
right.
ready for you, man.
Awesome, Mike. Thanks so much for joining us,
Thank
man.
you guys. I really
Been a
appreciate it.
pleasure.
Yep.
All right. Till next time, guys. Built Local, signing off. Have a good night.